From the Horn Auto Center Studios, Chris Bennett and the Morning Brew.
Janine, you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm doing awesome on this Thursday morning. I know it's not Tuesday, but you and I got to do something really cool the past 2 days, and I feel like we should have a special talk about something good Thursday.
I know. It's something to look forward to. It is so fun, and a lot of people will remember the Light the World giving machine that's been in Snowflake Taylor the last 2 years. Well, now it's going to still be in Snowflake Taylor, but it's also coming to Show Low. So I'm super excited, yeah.
Heck yeah, it's going to be set up in the meadow in Show Low over by the barn. And it was such a cool thing to sit down, and we got to hear from all the, because there's national charities in these giving machines, because they're basically like vending machines, but instead of getting food from it, you're giving stuff to people in need. And so we got to hear from a lot of great charities. Do you want to tell us about some of the local charities that will be at the giving machine this year?
Yes, and it just so happens that the White Mountain Coalition Against Homelessness, which is also Victory Village. I have Roger in studio today, so that's really cool. He's going to be one of my guests on iTalk, and we're going to be going through all of these great charities. But the benefiting charities this year are Arizona Friends of Foster Children Foundation, Hope Women's Center, White Mountain Coalition Against Homelessness, which I just mentioned, which is Victory Village also, Lifting Hands International, okay, the Joe McCarthy Foundation, and also Round Valley Cares. So there's a lot of, these are the Show Low ones that are benefiting. And then we also have Snowflake Taylor ones, which is Nexus Coalition, and a couple of others, the food bank that's up in Holbrook. I mean, they're covering it all this year. It's going to be amazing.
It's so good. And the reason for the season, it's giving back, giving to the community, and sitting and listening to all these nonprofits and hearing about the amazing work they do in our community. I know I'm an emotional dude, but I was crying.
Yeah,
it's such a beautiful thing.
Yes, the stories and the testimonials are just incredible. And the giving machine, 100%, every dollar. If you go there and you buy a chicken or you buy a goat or you buy whatever, 100% goes right to that charity, okay? So that's the coolest part.
It's so cool.
It's a vending machine, and it's a great thing to take your kids to. They love it.
Yeah, your kids could buy a chicken for someone. Your kids could support a local charity. It is such a cool thing, and definitely something I would recommend people putting on their holiday or Christmas tradition list. And do you know when these machines are starting for Show Low and Snowflake?
In Show Low, it's November 18th. I don't have the Snowflake one in front of me.
I believe that one's in
December it starts.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first one, and this is the first time for Show Low. And you can go to any giving machine. You don't. If you live in Snowflake Taylor, you can come to the Show Low one, see that. And what I love is it's going to be at Show Low Creek Meadow Trailhead, which is a perfect place for it there. That's going to be awesome. And you can go and look at that vending machine and pick your different things you want to buy. And it's super cool. It's very, very, really awesome experience.
Super awesome. That only means one thing. The countdown to Christmas
is going. I know. I love it. I love the holidays. I just love it. Yes.
Well, sweet. Well, Janine, thanks for letting me check in with you today. Have a good day. And
you too.
Hopefully we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Have a good one. Thank you, Chris. Bye-bye.
Good morning. It's the Morning Brew with Chris. Who's this?
Good morning, my friend.
Heck yeah. It's Virgil the Cowboy from Eager. Virgil, today I have Shawn Burke. He's living in Pine Top Lakeside, joining us in studio. His son is Nashville recording artist Austin Burke. Have you ever heard Virgil call into the show there, Shawn?
I have, yep.
Heck yeah. You're a star. Do people ever notice you or say they heard you on the radio, Virgil?
No, I keep it a secret.
That's the one thing about radio. Like, people can't really see your face, but you got a pretty distinctive voice, so I feel like your friends would know.
They probably do.
That's good. Well, Virgil, what can I do you for this morning?
Play us a song by that guy that you're talking about.
By Austin?
Virgil, I love you already.
Heck yeah, dude, Austin's on the Facebook Live right now. Austin, you literally just had someone call in to our Show Low Q Country 92.5 station and request a song. I'm going to let his dad has been with Austin the whole journey. How young Was it when you knew that Austin had some type of gift or penchant for music?
He was 2.5, and he started learning the national anthem, and that's what started the entire thing right there.
Yeah, and then Virgil, he sung at the Suns games. He was on Rosie O'Donnell. This is like all before the age of 5.
Yeah.
And then it's just blossomed from there.
Yes.
And what's it like having a son? Because I know my parents, they weren't happy about me pursuing my comedy dream. They wanted me to stick with something safe.
Yeah.
What's it like seeing your son enter a business that's so hard and go for it?
Well, I think, it's funny, you can't really see where things were going until you look back, right?
Right.
And so when I look back on it, I guess I imagine it as a parent who has an athlete that maybe gets to that next level, so it just seems natural at that point. They've been working so hard at their craft, and then they decide they want to go and pursue it.
Right.
There were a couple hiccups, and we'll talk about that, but just, education was really important in my family, and having him drop out of college and move to Nashville. That was one of the times that I didn't understand what he was doing, but I respected it, and we've come around obviously since then and have a great relationship. But yeah, it's very surreal.
Heck yeah!
A lot of times I'm looking up on the stage.
And he's even written songs about you that we'll play later.
100%. Yeah.
Virgil, has anyone ever written a song about you?
Yep, George Strait did.
Oh yeah, what song did George Strait write about you?
Write this down.
Really? Did he really write that about you? No, he didn't. I fall for everything.
Where does Virgil live? Where do you live, Virgil?
Eager.
Oh, you live in Eager. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Virgil, we're going to play a song from Austin Burke. Shawn, what is the first one? You know what? Let's start with his most popular one.
Yeah. So this song was his first one that was featured on a big playlist. It's got, I think, close to being gold, which I think is a couple 100 million streams.
Heck yeah.
Called Whole Lot in Love.
All right.
It's my mom's favorite song. She's listening right now, and it's kind of everybody's favorite song. When he plays that, everyone seems to know it. So it's a great song.
So, song requested by Virgil the Cowboy. It's Austin Burke with Whole Lotta in Love on Q Country 92.5. Heck yeah, that is Austin Burke with Whole Lot in Love on Q Country 92.5. We have Austin Burke's dad in studio with us right now.
Good morning.
That song is so awesome. He's so at this point, and that was the first hit, basically, first one of his songs that went crazy, right?
Yep, that's when he took the apron off at the restaurant and walked out the door.
That's such a cool story. So he's trying to make his dream happen. Like, just I know this in comedy, a lot of times you have to have a job to support your dreams, support your habits. So he was working at a fancy restaurant, and all of a sudden he gets on this playlist, doesn't know it. Someone walks in and says,
"Hey, are you Austin Burke?" And he has his apron. He's holding a plate of lobster, puts his lobster down, takes off the apron, and the guy wanted a picture with him. So he then goes into his manager and said, "Hey, unfortunately, I need to quit. I'm too famous to work here."
And then the journey started. He has a lot of other songs that have gone crazy on all the streaming platforms. So make sure you follow Austin Burke. And he writes. And I know it's weird for my parents because they don't like going to see me do comedy because I have a lot of jokes about them. Doesn't paint them in the best light always. Has that happened to you? Does Austin write any songs about you, and how does that affect you?
Yeah, so I think it was a couple years ago this song came out. It took him 5 or 6 years to write. It was about his mom and I going through a divorce, and pretty serious song, and it took him a lot of time to process what he was going through and what he was feeling. And the song is really very much Arizona. There's a line in the song that says, I know that it's... how does it go? I just forgot it as I'm telling the story. But it talks about feeling cold, and it's 120 degrees out, but it still feels cold. I forgot the exact line, but it's something like that. So it's just how he felt going through that process and what his feelings were about, the divorce. So, and you just got to let it burn. Like, it's over with, just let it burn. So it's a very deep, emotional song. When I first heard it, I cried. When I first heard it, he made his mom and I get in the truck together and listen to it together. So there's a video on Austin's social media that has his mom and I sitting in the car listening to this song, and it's we don't spend much time together. So to be cooped up in a car together was very interesting. And then to have that song playing it's so funny. I had my sunglasses on, but not on purpose. I just forgot to take them off. And I know I had comments of like, who do you think you're so cool with your sunglasses? But I was like, I think it was hiding my tears a little bit too, So it's a great song. It's one of his top songs. And I think a lot of people can relate to it. Just when a relationship doesn't go as it should, do you keep fighting for it or do you just let it go?
Right.
And then the idea of seeing them out again, you see them out on the street and it's like, I feel like it's 100. I know it's going to feel like it's 20 below. And then he says, and when I see you in the arms of someone new, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's a great, if you really listen to the words of that song, I think it can relate to a lot of different things.
It is now time for relationship advice. Today's relationship advice expert is Shawn Burke, father of Austin Burke, Nashville recording artist. We just heard the song Let It Burn, which was about your divorce. So yes, I feel you would be perfect for relationship advice.
Who better than somebody who's been through it, right?
Exactly. Yep. You've been through it. You know how it goes.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here's the deal. This young man's 22. The girl's 22. He says she's giving him mixed signals and he wants help. They've hung out for 1.5 months, and he says, but we haven't met in person for 2 weeks now and haven't communicated for a week. She takes way longer to reply to my text than I do hers, which makes it hard for me to initiate plans or convey anything to her. Once, she even apologized for ignoring me, but she was mentally recharging, after which she continued like normal. Now she hasn't even opened my messages for a week, even though it was my answer to her question. Weird. I know how bombarding a person with messages, especially when they go silent, can push them away even further, as well as losing your self-respect in the process. So I don't. However, I did send her a message after a few days of silence, asking about her week and kind of her hangout. Still left undelivered. I can see she's active on Instagram, liking reels, which I guess is considered low effort, while answering messages or reacting to a friend's reel is high effort. I understand. I have friends like that. I am unaware if she suddenly lost interest or if she's just in a phase. If the latter, then I want to make this work. Would love to hear some advice from other shy-type people on this behavior and what to expect. What would you do in my situation?
Yeah, I think just to be really blunt, it's over. So I think you're on her roster, so to speak. She's entertaining lots of different guys, and you might be interesting to her, but there's somebody else who has more of her attention. And I think in those beginning stages, if a girl isn't giving you basically all the attention, I don't mean like obsessive attention, but just focused on you and the relationship, it means she's kind of like playing the field. And the harder you try, the more she's going to pull away.
Right.
So so you're stuck in this place of do I want this girl and I really like her? You're stuck between your feelings saying I really like this girl and the reality, logic saying she's not into you.
Right.
Right. So my experience, I had a little bit of experience after my divorce, dating a few girls, and I can think of one in particular that did this exact thing. In the very beginning, she was like very excited and happy to be with me. And then it just slowly started to dwindle where I didn't know where she was, what she was doing. She wouldn't communicate, wouldn't answer my texts. And there was always an excuse, always an excuse. But then you'd see her out on social media.
Right.
And like, wait, you said you were busy at home and then I see you at a party or something.
Right.
So my advice is move on to the next one. Find somebody who there's like more of it has to be reciprocal. It has to go both ways.
All right. He says, let her go. Just ghost her. Or that's not how you do it?
I guess in a weird way, if you ghost her, that's a good thing. But the problem is she'll come back.
Oh.
Like, so she'll text you and then you're like, okay, hi, what's going on? So you really just have to just write her off.
All right. Just write, do you tell her? You're like,
no. I just think it's almost like a takeaway in sales.
Okay.
Like I don't care.
I don't care.
And then, I have something funny to tell you. My friend said, start tagging yourself with his wife. So in other words, use my wife's name as somebody you're with. So I'd check into a restaurant and add his wife as my person that I was with. And that did get her to get back to me, respond to me. She's like, oh, I see, hi. She didn't say anything about the girl I was with, supposedly, even though I wasn't with anybody.
Right.
But it made her jealous thinking I could be with somebody else. But then you're just playing games.
Yeah,
though.
well, manipulation.
Yeah, manipulation.
Manipulation is the best.
It's the best until it's not, right? Yeah.
Well, Shawn, is there a one of Austin Burke's song that might be good to play after this relationship advice story we just had?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a song, kind of a deep cut. And if you look up a song called Didn't I, it has a kind of a Red Hot Chili Pepper vibe to it. I think I told you I took my kids to San Diego, and we lived there during high school years for Austin, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers were a big part of his life and the music he listened to. So Didn't I is about a relationship that one person's given it all and the other person's not given too much.
All right, perfect song to play after relationship advice. This is Austin Burke with Didn't I on Q Country 92.5. Yee, yee! It's everyone's favorite redneck from Beaumont, Texas, Paul from Beaumont. Paul, we have Shawn Burke in studio, and I always like to ask all our studio guests, do you know who the heck Paul from Beaumont is?
I think I know Paul better than you, Chris.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, because when I first moved up here a year ago, I turned the radio on, 92.5, and I heard Paul from Beaumont. And I heard him talking. So I actually he was my first introduction to the radio station. So of course I know who Paul from Beaumont is.
Oh, yeah. My gosh. Yeah. Dude.
And he's still here, baby.
Yep.
He's still here.
Well, let's play a little true or false about Paul, see how much you know.
Oh, yeah,
about
let's
him.
go.
All right. True or false? Paul the redneck, Paul from Beaumont, prefers baths over showers.
No.
Paul, what's the correct answer?
Bath.
What?
Yes, he prefers baths. He calls them soaks.
All right, my whole impression of Paul just went out the window.
What do you think, Paul? Dogs or cats? Shawn?
Oh, well, now that he takes baths, I think Paul likes cats.
Yeah, you're more of a cat guy, huh, Paul?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, Paul is a prime example of don't judge a book by its cover.
Does the cat drink the bath water while you're in the bath?
No, I don't let them get close. I don't let them get close like they'll put their front paws up on the edge of the bathtub, but I chase them off because I don't want them to like jump in there and start freaking out.
Are they feral cats or are they home cats? Like, did you find them outside or are they actually your cats?
Well, one that we got inside. No, I think they're all been feral cats. Not all.
Can you imagine a feral cat in the bathtub with you? I want to see that video.
Dude, that sounds like the next country song coming out from Austin Burke.
Feral cats in the bathtub.
Feral cats with Paul from Beaumont. It is now time for Are You Smarter Than a Redneck? Today, Paul, you're going up against Shawn Burke, father of country Nashville recording artist Austin Burke. And today is National Dictionary Day and Learn a Word Day. So I'm going to give you guys a word, and it'll be multiple choice. And if you know what the definition is, say your name. That's your buzzer. Are you two ready?
Ready.
First one
You talking about like English and grammar?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about words from the dictionary, and then I'll give you possible definitions of it, and then you got to say which one it is. Here we go. First word, cattywampus. Doesn't mean A, a dance move involving cats, B, crooked or out of alignment, or C, a southern insult meaning ridiculous. Paul.
Crooked.
What? Crooked. Oh, there we go. Crooked. He gets upset if I don't hear his buzzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up 1-0.
Okay, I thought that last one could be close too, but it was the second one, yeah.
Here we go. Next one, a snollygoster. Is it a fancy type of dessert spoon, a clever but unprincipled person, or C, a small flightless bird from Australia? Paul.
I'm going to say that'd be like Kurt, a bad person.
Which one is that? That's not like a clever but unprincipled person?
Yeah, that person.
That is a snollygoster. Dude,
Shawn.
2-0.
Wow.
All right, if he gets one more right, it's over.
Yep. All right.
All right, he's the first one to 3. All right, last one, lollygag. A, to waste time. Paul.
Shawn.
Sorry, Shawn.
You just lazy. You ain't doing nothing.
Oh, man, Paul. 3-0.
There we go. 3-0. That is one smart redneck. You deserve a nice...
Congratulations, Paul.
Go ahead and get the bath ready and get yourself ready for a nice soak.
Add some bubbles for the cat to play with.
Yeah, Mr. Bubbles.
All right, Paul, we love you. Thanks for calling in and having fun with us.
Thanks, Paul. Nice meeting you again.
Shawn, it is now time for us to head out. Thank you so much for spending your morning with us.
I don't want to go home.
I know. Well, guess what? We will definitely have you back.
Thank
It's been great hanging out and playing your son Austin Burke's music. Make sure you follow Austin Burke Music on all your socials and download his music. Today we played Let It Burn, Whole Lot in Love, and didn't I? And he's got a lot more songs wherever you stream your music. So make sure you follow Austin Burke. And for the Morning Brew, I've been Chris Bennett, reminding you to be nice to yourself, be nice to others, and don't be a jerk.